My name is Gabby. I go by the name of GabSoul. I'm a DJ, curator, a writer, community organizer. Above all else, I'm a divine vessel of light and love, and I'm just here to shine that on people and bring people together and empower them and uplift. Before I started DJing, I had just graduated college. I thought, well, initially, when I went to college, I thought I was going to be an English teacher. That didn't work out. I just personally, I respect teachers and I respect their role, but I knew for myself that I can't answer to somebody when it comes to something like English and literature and just trying to broaden people's minds. So I had all that in mind, and I always loved music. So then I went into doing music PR for a little bit. And I thought that was cool because I wanted to help people. I wanted to help artists. I have so many ideas. I want to put people in the right places to do purposeful work. But that didn't end up being my calling either per se. But what I learned from that job helped teach me how to promote myself and just how to, I guess, push myself as an artist, as a DJ. And when I quit my job, maybe like 2-3 days later, I had my first DJ gig, and I've been doing it ever since. But what I've learned definitely, and this is what keeps me going, I just get back to go with the flow. And it sounds so easy to just, oh yeah, go with the flow, yeah, but nobody tells you how to actually be in the flow and be at peace in the flow. I wish I had like a corporate kind of motivational quote or something to give to somebody about like going like and achieving your goals and your career goals and all these things. But really what it always came down to me was you gotta just trust in divine timing. Like it's like trust in you, and you don't look at everybody else. Focus on your path, and everything will work out as it should, as long as you don't resist the things that are coming and reveal themselves to you, even if it seems like a roadblock or something like that. Maybe that's just something that's there to show you something. I really thought I was gonna, well, I didn't think, but for so long, I was moving along in a system, school in general, and just that mindset. And I knew deep down that that wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't sitting right with my spirit. So I couldn't go forward and work a 9-to-5 job and be happy or be satisfied. I always knew that my spiritual alignment had to align my professional path, or else it wouldn't work for me. I had to just take a step back and look at myself and really be clear on what I want from my life. I would say just believing in myself, for real. Like, for so long I was so worried about what everybody else thought about me and how I would be perceived, or like what I'm supposed to be doing and all these different things, and it wasn't speaking to my truth. Like, it wasn't my truth, and just standing in my truth is what my turning point was, I can honestly say. And I'm getting mad emotional.
That's what I wanted.
No, don't get me
I need emotion.
I think I've been blessed with people who just kind of took a chance on me. Even if it wasn't by giving me a whole opportunity, it was just by believing or sitting down and talking with me about something. Because I've always had a spirit that was just genuine. I just want to learn. I want to know so I could do better. And also be able to bridge gaps, knowing what I know from the older people and still connecting with my generation and just tying it all together so that we can all just ascend. I think one of my biggest lessons, or I don't want to say lessons, one of the biggest things that somebody's told me that stuck with me ever since and redirected me with a lot of things I wanted to do was don't recreate the wheel. And that spoke to me in many different ways. For that, he was talking about an idea, but the idea was for a bigger picture, but I was still being limiting in how I wanted to go about it. And saying don't recreate the wheel speaks to so many other things, speaks to self, Don't recreate the wheel. The wheel's already created. Be yourself. You know, don't try to be like that person. Don't try to emulate their whole career. Don't try to dress like them. Don't try to do how they do. Do how you do. It worked for them because they were being themselves. Or this great idea flourished because they had a genuine intent behind it. Something else. Discernment. I just learned that in life though. So, but knowing what it is and being able to, and knowing that it really has to do with intuition was like one of the biggest lessons for me in life, how I maneuver through my, I guess you could say, career. Let me not be so humble. Maneuver through my career, interacting with people, taking on certain opportunities or not taking certain opportunities, and just trusting yourself. I feel like that has been just the easiest but hardest thing the easiest but hardest lesson to really digest and apply to life. No. Everything I go through is a part of my experience. Do I wish I could do I know I could have probably done things better in the past, knowing what I know now? Yes, but it happened the way it happened because I needed to learn that lesson at the time. And honestly, I feel like anything that probably wasn't a favorable experience, that's not the end-all be-all, you know, coming back from that as a person, or whether it be with another person or another experience or something like that. That's not the end-all be-all. It's like being afraid to jump off go ziplining in like Thailand or some shit like that. And you're never gonna go back to Thailand ever again. You regret that. It was like, that's not just, well, you think you're never gonna go back to Thailand. You're like, oh, I never had the opportunity, but it's like, yo, you may have another opportunity to present yourself in another way that might be more appealing to you, you know? Don't underestimate the power of your voice. I can't really only speak for creatives, but I feel like we're all creators, so, and essentially. But we, you know, sometimes we doubt the great ideas that we have. It's like you're sitting in class and you know the answer to the question the teacher asked, but you're afraid that you have the wrong one and it ends up being the one that you have. You know, you might, what are you really missing out on, but just like taking a chance, and you never know, even if you're wrong, it may lead to something else, or it may teach you something, it may open your eyes to something else, or even just give you the confidence to step out and to say something. Sometimes it gets a little challenging to separate yourself from the business, like your own personal feelings with the business. And when you just don't take things personally, nothing really affects you. You're able to redirect the energy in the conversation, or even just something that's silent. You know, this person didn't call me to do this project. Oh, they're not, you know, just like don't take anything personally in life, especially with your art. Like that will eat you alive. And also the second one was, I don't know the order, but another one was be impeccable about your words. So really know what it is that you want to say and articulate, and like what you stand for too, and really stand for it. Don't just say it, like walk it like you talk it, for real. And I feel like that gives you so much more integrity as a business person and as a creative, and people will recognize that just by your actions. Half the time, it's the little things that make me lose my mind, yeah. 1,000 ways to say 1,000 words, but shit, I usually say the things that make it work.